Hello everybody, welcome back to Car Chats Part 2, and the first Car Chats episode was about music, long intro, but this video is my thoughts on Fall Out Boy's new album, So Much for Stardust, 2 months later. So, March 24th is when the album came out. This is my journal. I was journaling like every single day, but since I've gotten home like a week ago, I haven't journaled. But I do have my little list of stuff. And I have a ranking. And I'm going to give my old ranking, but I have an updated ranking that I want to talk to you guys about. But anyways, so I'm just going to go down the list of all the songs in the order that they appear on the album, excluding the 2 filler songs, Baby Annihilation and whatever the other one is. I'm not going to talk about those in this video at all. So, a lot of these comments are, like, more based from Mania, like, their album before this one. Anyways, first song on the album, Love from the Other Side. I said that it was, like, so compared to Mania, I'd say it's definitely closer to more classic Fall Out Boy. And it's a fan favorite in my book. I feel like, generally, that song people really enjoy. Oh, and Love from the Other Side was the first single to come out. The second song, Heartbreak Feels So Good, the second single to come out. I said that it gave some American Beauty, American Psycho vibes like the album. And I said it was a little fun little song. Hold Me Like a Grudge. Not to spoil my ranking, but it is my favorite song on the album. And I said that the verses remind me a lot of Patrick Stump's solo album, Soul Punk, and I love that album, so that's one of the big reasons that I really like Hold Me Like a Grudge, because it reminds me of Soul Punk. Fake Out, I said was maybe a little basic, just a little, and I said it reminds me of a song in, like, a cheesy coming-of-age movie, but I also said it reminds me of, like, summertime vibes, but it's still like, a melancholy song, even though it's, like, upbeat summer energy. Heaven, Iowa, I said I don't know how I feel. I believe that the verses are a highlight, and I like the bits of the song where there's like a choir going on, but I don't love the chorus. I just feel like, I don't know, just some parts of the chorus I feel like the words don't fit well with the music. But that might just be me, but that's, like, the big reason that it's kind of not really my favorite song. So Good Right Now. I said it's a different vibe. I keep saying vibe a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a lot of vibes in this, okay? But it's upbeat and fun. And I said it's another reminder of summer. I feel like this album overall is giving very, like, summer songs, and I think that's on purpose. There's a reference in What a Time to Be Alive, like, oh, back in 2019 before COVID, so I feel like the songs on this album are supposed to be more like summertime fun related because of COVID kind of ruining everybody's stuff. I Am My Own Muse. Patrick's voice in the verses, oh my gosh, so good. I feel like he sounds amazing in the verses. And his voice is just so crisp. I absolutely love it. Flu Game, the only thing I have written down is so groovy with the na-na-na-na-na-na-na-nas. Enough said. The Kinzuki Kid, I said save rock and roll vibes, question mark, a little bit. I don't know. And I said it's fun and I like it, which I do like that song. What a Time to Be Alive. And I said that I think this song would have hit harder in 2020. Because Patrick Stump does say lit. It's a little bit outdated now. I feel like the song is still summery and it is growing on me. Like, I do like to listen to it and I think it's a fun song and I will sing all the words. But I think for me personally, it would have been like more of like a, yeah, this song is so good in 2019 or 2020. I think it's just a little bit late for me. That's all. And lastly, the title track, So Much for Stardust. I love this song. I said amazing, powerful. And the music, I feel like it just swells so much in the song and it just chills. It's just so good. So now I'm going to kind of move on to my original ranking of the songs, and then I'm going to give my current ranking of the songs. And once again, this is excluding the 2 filler tracks. Because yeah. So number 1, like I mentioned earlier, is Hold Me Like a Grudge. Love that song. Number 2, I put Love from the Other Side. 3 is So Much for Stardust. 4 is I Am My Own Muse. 5 is Heartbreak Feels So Good. 6 is The Kintsugi Kid. 7, What a Time to Be Alive. 8 is Flu Game. 9 is Fake Out. 10 is So Good Right Now. And 11 is Heaven, Iowa. Yeah, so you can probably tell from my little analysis, but I don't love Heaven, Iowa. And I will say I do have a playlist that I made of the new album to listen to on my phone that excludes the 2 filler songs, and it excludes Heaven, Iowa. I'm sorry if you're a fan of that song, but I just don't like it that much. So moving on to the ranking that I would give the album now, as I've listened to the songs more, which songs I tend to gravitate towards, like if I'm going to skip them or if I'm going to let them play. So definitely keeping Hold Me Like a Grudge at number 1. It's still my favorite. I love that song. But I'm actually going to shift So Much for Stardust up to number 2. And then I Am My Own Muse to number 3. Then I'm going to drop Love from the Other Side down to 4. Keep Heartbreak Feel So Good at 5. Kintsugi Kid still at 6. And then What a Time to Be Alive still at 7. Then I'm going to move So Good Right Now up to number 8. Flu Game down to 9. Fake Out down to 10. And then keep Heaven, Iowa at 11. So that's my ranking and my thoughts on the newest album. I think that the album is great. I love it. I think they did an amazing job. Definitely going back more towards classic Fall Out Boy sound, and I feel like everybody appreciated that. I was never really a Mania naysayer. I still like that album, and I will listen to songs on that album. But I know a lot of people really didn't like it, and they're very grateful to have So Much for Stardust. Great album. Only one song that I don't really like. I just don't really play it if I'm by myself in the car. It's not really one of the songs that I'm gonna have on repeat. But if they played in concert, I will be yelling all the words. My friends are not, like, they're gonna pretend to not know me because I'm going to be screaming every single word to every single song. Infinity on High is my favorite album. My boyfriend Aiden got me the limited edition, like, splatter paint vinyl of Infinity on High. One of my most prized possessions. I'll put a clip of it. This is them. But anyways, that is the end of the video. But I will say that I am maybe gonna try to stream on Twitch. It will mostly just be The Sims and Animal Crossing. Do you want a tour of what my journal looks like? These are all the little stickers on the front. And I have one on the back. But yeah, so I missed my mouth. If anybody was wondering, I am drinking, you can't see, but I'm drinking cranberry juice. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you disagree with my ranking, you know, would love to hear it in the comments, but you're not gonna change my mind. Will car chats make a return? Who knows? It only took like 3 years for part 2, so. I need a sip of cranberry juice. Same cup. And then lastly, the title track, So Much for Stardust. Oh.